back as always. We're back again.
Hi.
My battery's dying again. I just
Oh
put
my
batteries
gosh.
in like it's. I was hoping it would last.
She lost
the intro.
the force.
I just
You
lost
lost
the
your
force. Oh, there
force.
it goes. The blue's
Oh,
still
it's coming
kind of
back.
working. It's coming back. I
Yeah.
need the force. So we're so excited to watch this movie. We're all blind to it.
That's right.
Completely blind. I wanted to see this in theaters, and I'm always so busy editing. I love it, and I do love supporting the theater as well, but I just never got around to it. So we're all blind to it.
That's right.
That's right.
We did see one trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and Palpatine was laughing at the end.
Yeah.
I
so
know
he's
he was
back.
laughing,
Yeah.
but I just didn't think they'd bring him back. I was like,
I was in
wow.
disbelief. I'm like, really?
Right.
I know, because we're
Right.
like, who was that? 'Cause- and I know a lot of you were like, oh, you should have known it was Palpatine. But I'm like, oh, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be really cool because he was a real cool bad guy. But
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, they're just going to bring him back again. Oh,
He was a
boy.
good
But
guy.
yeah, so I'm sure, of course, he's going to be in this.
Yeah.
And we know Rey's going to be in it from the trailer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping Finn.
Finn
And
Poe.
Leia.
and Poe.
She
Yes,
has the
and
Force.
Leia.
I think she has the Force now.
Yeah, because we saw last
That's
time
good.
that she was
Yeah.
able to use it to go back to her ship.
That's right.
I'm glad she survived that, and we love Carrie Fisher too. So it's really,
Oh,
really
yeah.
sad. We love her, and I think
I
that
think her daughter is going to be in this.
you were
somehow.
saying that.
Somehow, I don't know. They mentioned something about her daughter, so.
Yeah, that's cool. So we'll see if she's in it, and I would love to see that. So I really do like Leia a lot, and I don't know if they're gonna like use special effects to bring her back in this, but I did hear rumors that they were able to bring her back from old footage that they still had.
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm
Most
not sure how
interesting
they're
thing.
gonna.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to see that.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
so we'll see if
hopefully.
that happens.
Yeah.
But Luke, I know last movie, remember, he was amazing with the Force, and he was able to project himself from one planet to
Yeah,
another and
that's right,
trick
yeah.
them. And then I guess he just did an Obi-Wan. So I hope he can kind of lead Rey, kind of like Obi-Wan did
Right,
for
guide
Luke.
her. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of guide her and help her out. But this one's called The Rise of Skywalker. So I've been
right.
saying since the beginning of this trilogy that I'm like, is Rey Luke's daughter?
Yeah, I was thinking
You
that
know?
too, yeah.
Yeah, I know you were
that's a
thinking
good
that too.
prediction.
That is good.
hmm So I know we know a little bit about her parents, and her parents abandoned her, and it's still not enough to really
Right.
know. So I
That's
feel
right.
like
It's
there's
a
more
very,
there.
it's an end that needs to be tied up.
Yeah, and now with this title, The Rise of Skywalker, I'm kind of like, well, unless Luke just gets amazing force powers even more so and is able to control everything, and that's the rise of Skywalker.
Right,
right.
He controls everything and takes out the evil forces, but I don't know.
It'll be
Find
exciting.
And I want to see Chewie, so I hope Rey and Chewie are
Chewbacca.
together.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
that
I
would be
hope so, yeah.
fantastic.
That would be great to see them
Yeah.
together. Because I love Chewie. We all
Yeah.
love Chewie. And I love Han Solo, and I'm still hurt that he's gone. I hate it,
that
but I
was
heard
my
that
favorite.
Harrison Ford wanted to actually die an epic death in the movies. But still, I don't like it. And by his own son.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren.
So here's a question for you guys. Do
Okay.
you think that Kylo Ren's going to be good in this one? Is he going to turn to good because of Rey, or do you think he's going to be evil? Or like turn Rey
I think he's
evil?
going to turn good.
Yeah.
I want to see him be good.
I would
Yeah,
love to
too.
see him be good. I feel like...
I don't think he's gonna, but I
was
want
gonna say,
that.
I don't think so, but I would
So
like
you
to
don't
see
think
him.
so? That's
Yeah.
good.
I want to
I don't
say...
know. I don't trust.
that he's gonna stay bad, and then something's gonna happen at the
Oh,
end to
okay.
do a good deed to make, maybe because of Rey or something, and maybe he'll kind of change just to save her. I'm totally
yeah, well, I
just
think
guessing,
that's-
so that
that's a
I'll be
good idea.
like so crazy if I'm totally right. So I apologize if I just spoiled anything.
Well,
but
yeah.
well, hey, you know what? I don't
It's a
know.
prediction, so
Spoil
you
it if
don't
it's a
know.
prediction.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
probably way off because I know a lot of my predictions are way off too.
So mine are too.
I do like
sure.
Kylo Ren and Rey together, and for a while I thought they were siblings, but it seemed like there was more there. But I am totally a Rey and Finn shipper. I would love to have them together.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like them together a
Yeah.
lot, but the idea and the conflict between Kylo Ren and Rey is very
It's
interesting.
intriguing,
Yeah,
yeah.
the dark and light. But they're
Yeah.
both conflicted in their own way, so they're kind of like out of
Right.
balance.
Yeah.
So it's like one could tip one way or the
Maybe
other.
Rey will go dark.
Who knows?
I hope
I
not.
doubt it.
I will be shocked if Rey goes to the dark
Yeah,
side, but that would
yeah,
make it.
yeah.
That would be a really good twist if that happened. I wouldn't I'm smiling now. I'd be like, don't do it, Rey.
No,
what are you
no.
doing?
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I think we should get into it and we'll talk after. How about that?
Right. Very
Okay,
good.
that
Let's
sounds
get into
good.
it.
Woo! And like it actually did come back and I have
Look at
green.
that.
Oh my
It's
God.
changing color. Also, most of you know that we have been watching a lot of Star Wars stuff on our channel. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. We have seen all the Star Wars movies besides this one. we are watching currently Clone Wars, and we watched The Mandalorian.
That's right.
And there's a lot more Star Wars shows I hear, so we'll get there eventually.
Mandalorian was great.
I love Mandalorian.
That's good, very good.
Your force is still in there. How is she connecting to him through the helmet?
Yeah.
So they both have that strong connection.
I'm going to find you, and I'm going to turn you to the dark side. I'll
No.
offer you my hand again.
Ooh!
Oh my god.
Whoa!
Whoa, wait.
I've located the resistance fugitives. All units report to
Bye-bye.
Whoa! Twitch.
Hey, thanks.
Follow me.
Hey, no.
Aw.
Oh, okay.
Oh, how cool!
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no, not Chewie!
Oh, wow.
I know the others will be okay. Oh no.
C3, he's
think.
gonna be all
Oh,
over.
great.
Oh,
Like a balloon deflating.
You almost had that R2
Oh,
screen.
quick,
Oh no!
quick gravel.
Quicksand.
Oh great, perfect.
Ray, I never told you where.
Oh!
When you were sinking in the sand, you said, I never told you.
You're my best friend.
Oh,
You mean when Poe's not here?
oops.
When
We're
post
dying
that.
sand burrows and we're all keeping secrets?
The location of the Wayfinder has been inscribed upon this dagger.
Where's the Wayfinder?
I am afraid I cannot tell you.
At any point, you pick alien languages, you can't read that?
I am incapable of speaking translations from Sith.
Oh my god.
Ooh, there was a worm.
Now will you tell us? Maybe it's a mama. Oh, she's wounded.
Wow. That's a good power to have, huh?
Amazing.
I guess so.
Ah, there you go.
Hmm.
For you.
Okay, guys.
Oh,
I just transferred.
Oh no.
no, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh no.
come on, do something. Do something.
Oh,
Don't zap him.
Oh.
come on.
Use the force. Bring it down. She is!
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
Wow, she's powerful.
Oh, they're gonna
yeah.
fight over it.
Yeah.
Whoa! She's lightning?
Yeah, Chewie.
There's no way. There's no way. Is he freaking dead?
Oh, come on. No.
There was another transport in the desert. It brought back a valuable prisoner.
Chewie.
Good.
Oh,
thank God.
I don't know what, but I was like, they can't kill him too long. Oh, that's a good roar.
I didn't brush my teeth.
Poor Han.
Inscription lives only in my memory now.
You know what?
Come on, we're
No
gonna
pressure,
reprogram
but
you.
yeah, we're gonna make you
The
do it.
inscription that was on the dagger. Can you make him translate it?
Yes, but it will cause a
A
complete
complete memory wipe.
Wait.
No.
Taking one last look, sir,
It's sad.
at my friends.
Aww. Hopefully his memory can be backed up.
Ray,
Oh!
Yep.
Look at that.
wherever you are, search your memories.
Ooh.
Oh, now he's gonna be mad.
He's gonna know where she is now.
So that's where you are.
Yep.
I'd like to do this myself.
Oh, he's killing them.
Whoa, he did.
I'm the spy.
What?
God, what? Whoa.
knew it!
You did not.
Why did the Emperor come for me?
You don't just have power. You're his granddaughter.
What?
Get me the Supreme Leader.
Oh, wow.
Tell him we found our spy.
Oh, there it is. Yes.
Can I just grab it? Too easy.
Zap. Yeah, see? Oh, that's her.
Jump.
Whoa.
Wow.
She's being challenged by the Force. Ooh.
Ooh.
A full out Bilbo on her.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow.
great.
Come on.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh,
Leia.
Mama's here.
yeah.
Oh. She's
Oh, is she
grabbing
going
it.
to...
Oh.
No! Oh! No! Oh, no.
Get it out.
No. Wow. Okay, now...
Wow.
Now
Change
he's
your
gonna
heart.
just get. He's just gonna
Yeah,
get her
please.
now.
Hey, kid.
Is it hot? Oh, that would be so cool.
It sounds like him.
Yeah. Yeah. Aww, Vision.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren is dead.
Yes.
My son is alive. Come home.
Wow, we threw it.
Excellent.
Don't throw it.
No, keep it. She's gonna. hide
Don't. Come on, stop doing that.
it. Oh, someone
Ooh.
grabbed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna need this.
What are you doing?
I saw myself on the dark throne.
Ah,
Look at that.
old school. That's pretty cool.
It's excellent.
Doing it from that side.
Thanks for the ship, Luke.
I am C-3PO Human Cyborg Relations. And you are?
Plug into him.
You want to put what in my head? Under no circum.
Fast forward.
Memory restoration complete.
See, good. She'll be good.
Oh. Boom.
I know.
Okay.
All right, so I think he's good
Maybe
now.
if
Let's
Kylo
see.
does it.
Oh, right.
Ooh.
We've seen him take out so many people. I know that he's going against Sith people, but
And he doesn't have a saber anymore.
not
She
anymore.
feels him.
Don't.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, weird.
I said maybe
Transport.
Kylo Ren will do it. Oh, hope
Thank
so.
you.
Woohoo, working together.
Yeah.
Die together.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, what did he do?
Yeah.
What was that?
Power like life.
Oh, he's growing
Oh
younger.
no! Yeah, because she was able to heal. Oh great! No!
Oh.
Come on! Oh, that would so
come
suck.
on. Oh, crap. Oh.
Really?
He's not doing that.
No.
Ooh.
I so forth the
He has to kill him.
Skywalker.
No! Rise! Rise!
Ah.
Skywalker!
Oh.
Oh.
These are your final steps, Rey.
Yeah, everyone.
Bring back the balance, Rey.
Yoda.
Every Jedi who ever lived lives in you.
Rise.
Oh, so she has to kill him.
Yeah. Oh.
She's taking it all.
I am all the Sith.
And I'm all the Jedi.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
I'm all the Jedi.
Yeah. Woohoo! Wow, so she's killing him with his own power.
Wow. Disintegrated everything.
No.
Took all her power.
No, she can't die.
Good. He'll help her.
Maybe he has healing powers now too, since he kind of, or since they're bonded. I'm not accepting it. He's gonna do the life force
He's
thing.
healing her.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he did.
I guess so.
Okay, he's not gonna die then.
Oh,
Okay.
my gosh.
You
Now we have
people
half-lives.
saved me?
Oh God, yeah.
Whoops.
Wow.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
wow, huh?
To see him smile.
Whoa, wait.
No way.
Oh, my gosh.
What the heck? Stop it. Oh, come on.
yes.
Wow.
So is that the end of the Skywalkers? Really?
Wow.
Oh, I guess so.
Aww.
It's like, I want
So
someone
the
to
Tellers
hug.
is-
Where's my Ray?
Where's Ray?
Aw.
Aw,
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah.
Often.
Aw.
Wow.
Oh, and she's gonna hide him
Family.
from someone else.
Oh, deep
Oh,
though.
my gosh,
Deep.
Do you have
Who are you? I'm Rey. Rey who?
Aw, she's Skywalker.
Rey Skywalker.
Yeah. I thought
Oh, how cute! Aw.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yay. Oh,
Yay.
God, yay.
Beautiful.
Oh,
It was good, but I'm a
that
little
was
sad,
good,
you
yeah,
know?
it was sad, but hey. Oh.
We'll let the credits roll.
Oh my goodness.
So what do you guys think?
Oh wow.
I enjoyed it a
No, it
lot.
was very good. Oh my gosh.
It's exciting. It
No,
was a
it's
surprise that she
surprise.
was Palpatine's
Yeah,
granddaughter.
that's for sure.
I know,
My
like
gosh,
everything that they were
okay.
talking about, I was trying to be like, yeah, they're saying that, but it's not a real thing. Like something else is gonna happen.
Oh
And
my gosh.
wow, so she is the descendant of Palpatine.
Palpatine, yeah.
Crazy
Wow,
is that,
just
huh?
taking all this
Crazy.
in. I was
Yeah.
really hoping in some way it would turn around and she was a descendant of the Skywalkers
Yeah, I
in
thought
some
so
way.
too,
And I
yeah.
really thought that Kylo Ren and Rey's bond was due to family. And I know they're
yeah.
really strong with the Force, but I thought they were related in some way.
Mhm.
I really wanted her and Finn together. That wasn't like a huge
Yeah,
thing,
that's right,
you know,
yeah.
but
I was
wanted that.
surprised that they kissed like that before he
Oh my
died.
goodness.
Yeah, I know a lot of
Yeah.
fans wanted that too. They're probably like, I know they have like groups of probably like Kylo Ren and
Yeah,
Rey,
Kylo-
whatever
yeah.
that's called,
All
and then
got
Finn
together,
and
yeah.
Rey.
Kylo
and-
Ren.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Finn with the other girl that was, I really
Yeah.
liked her. I'm
She
sorry I forget her
really
name,
eyes
but
like, oh my
she was
goodness.
amazing. But like
Yeah.
she was very passionate
Oh,
into
yeah.
him and stuff. So I was kind of like, well, it was cute with them together, but I'm
Yeah.
like, no, I'm like, I could see that they were kind of pulling them away from
Yeah.
And
each
even
other.
Rose
right.
and Finn. Rose
Last
loves him.
movie, that's
like
what I
everybody
totally
loves
thought.
Finn.
That's right.
I do love them together though, where they
Yeah.
have the main group where they had
Yeah.
Poe,
Yeah.
Finn, and Rey,
That was
and
so
Chewie. Like I
yeah.
loved having those
Yes,
guys
the
together,
whole family.
and it's her family. And I love how Leia was in this. That
Oh,
Carrie
that
Fisher,
was
like
very
that was
good,
amazing
yeah.
having her in
That
it,
was
and it worked
beautiful.
so
Yeah.
well.
Sure
And
did.
I am a positive person anyways, but human nature, you try to find flaws. And when they first showed Leia, I kept trying to find like, okay, is this really her or is this like
Yeah,
CGI
it's
mixed
like-
in? Probably was a little bit of both, but it was her, I guess, from past recordings. I'm
Yes.
assuming that's what I've heard before.
Yes.
But they really
Good,
did a good job with
job.
that.
Sure
It
they
was
did.
It was
Wow.
subtle, and
was
it really
great.
worked with those
Yeah.
scenes.
Definitely.
You know, and when she passed, that was so sad,
Yeah.
and it was emotional to me, but it really was hard too because we
Yeah.
know that Carrie Fisher passed as well,
Yeah.
so it had like a double meaning there kind of
Mhm.
thing. But I think they beautifully did it.
They sure did.
They did. It wasn't quick. It was subtle. She knew she was going.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Oh my
She even
felt
prepared
it.
herself,
Yeah.
and she knew she had to connect with her son. And I
Definitely.
love the fact that they put that in where she trained with Luke
Yeah.
at a younger age.
Yeah.
From like the first movies, you know? And I was like, holy crap.
yeah.
So she does have those force powers. Like we saw her last time when she was out in outer space in the elements and she was able to pull herself back in. I thought that was the first time her actually testing the force out and knowing that she has powers. So maybe that was a thing, and then they wrote that in this movie that no, she actually did have the force with her. Because that would have been cool to see her actually use the force
Oh, that would have been
earlier
amazing.
on in this trilogy,
Yeah.
you know? Like and actually use a lightsaber, but
And she put the saber away her last night of training.
and she said someone else is
Did,
going to
yeah.
carry this
so
on, you know?
it was
Yeah.
destiny.
Remember Zori with Poe when they first met up and things? I liked her.
I liked her too,
Yeah.
and she looks so familiar. So now I want to look up some people and see, like, okay, why do I recognize this person? And her voice was
Her
so
voice
familiar.
sounded familiar.
We saw her
Yeah.
eyes, and I'm like, they look
Yeah.
familiar too. Who is that?
Yeah.
But I am very happy she survived.
Yes, yeah.
Every time we see a movie with really good characters, we know there's a war going on. Immediately, I'm like, okay, they're making us like this person,
yeah.
so something real devastating.
And
is
it's
gonna
funny
happen
because
later.
Poe warned them. We got to go back to this planet, but I really don't know if we should because I left on bad terms.
Yeah, that's
so
what you said. Yeah.
I love those type of relationships. It was fun to see that, you know. And I'm glad C-3PO also getting his memory wiped.
yes,
And they mentioned
yeah.
about R2-D2 having a backup memory of his. And he's not reliable. I'm like, yeah, he's pretty reliable.
Yeah,
so I'm sure
yes,
you'll
he's
get
very
that back.
good. Yeah, he
But they
did.
do make you feel it like it
Yeah.
is sad,
Yeah.
you know. But I'm glad he did actually get his memory back because he went through a lot, and
Yes.
we know that. But then living in that moment, it's like I started thinking back to like, oh yeah, since the first episode, you know, we're episode 4, where you know we're meeting all these characters and they've gone through so much together,
That's right.
and for all that to be erased was sad.
exactly.
So
And
luckily-
who was that little guy That
Oh, I
that
liked
was
him. I
fun.
know.
Yeah, that was-
Babu or something. I don't
Something like
know.
that, Babu, I think.
Yeah.
And he was
He
like,
was
"Bah,
great.
bah." And I love that in
Yeah,
different
yeah.
languages where, yes, like
Yeah.
there's so many different languages that it's amazing with these characters and how many different dialects you have to know.
Oh my
And of course,
gosh,
like
yeah.
the main characters didn't know, but I love how they change it up where, of course, we can understand it and they say certain
Yeah.
words that sound like English. And he did say a couple like things in
Yeah,
broken English,
right,
but it just so we can relate to it and kind of
Yeah.
laugh at it, you know?
I'm so
But I
glad-
like that little guy.
I'm so glad to see Lando.
Me too.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
awesome
yeah,
having
yeah,
familiar
yeah.
faces come back, and Han Solo. That
Oh my
was great to
gosh,
see
yes.
him too,
No,
and
that was
Ezra Vision.
fantastic.
And I know
He
it
was-
wasn't like a dream or
Yeah.
something that he was with the Force too, and
That's
able
right.
to connect with Kylo Ren. And
And Kylo Ren
right.
died, and
Yes,
and
wow.
I'm
Ben
sad
is
about
back.
that now,
Wow.
you know, because I'm so happy he actually became
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
And then
that's
I was kind of joking about it during the introduction, and I'm like, well, I don't know, because
Yeah,
I kind of was joking, saying, well, how crazy would it be if they flipped roles,
Yeah.
and then she actually did become evil, and then I started to accept that Rey had to actually kill Palpatine and actually take that role and somehow fight it off or make it pure or something to be a Jedi, but at the same time you need the balance of good and evil, so I'm like, if she defeats that, what does that mean for the Jedi part?
Yeah.
I don't know, because then it'll be out of balance that way.
Right, Kylo Ren died, but then he turned into Ben,
Yeah.
and that was good because he did become good.
That is
that's
true,
right.
yeah, because he actually was
I mean,
dying and
yeah.
then she saved him.
Yeah.
You know, so that was actually a really good,
Yeah.
heartfelt moment, you know. And I could actually see good chemistry with them, but I really just wanted Finn and Rey together. That I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe, but maybe they're related, because I was also still sold that Rey was a Skywalker. And I'm so happy she took up the name, but I really was hoping that she had the bloodline. So
Yeah,
now
I
that
did too.
bloodline's done.
I know.
We love those characters so much, and just to have it finished.
That's it.
Unless Luke had kids, and we just don't know that, because I heard,
Well,
like, in
so-
the books or something that he had
Nice
kids.
surprise next movie.
I don't know.
You know?
I think this is the
it's-
end. I mean, I'm
that's the end
sure
of it.
they say
There's
that,
gonna be
and then they're going to
something-
come up with
yeah.
something else, because this
They
is the end of
probably
this
will.
trilogy. But
Yeah.
who knows what else they're going to do? I'm sure
Right.
there's always something, because this world is so open. Not even world, the universe is so
Yes.
open. So what did you guys think of Kylo Ren and Rey? I like the idea of the bond.
I like the Bond too.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It was so
surprised
rare.
to see that
Palpatine was
kiss at
saying.
the end,
Well, she
you know.
was really trying to persuade him to go light, and he was, you know, they were so. He was always
Conflicted.
conflicted,
Yeah,
always
he was,
conflicted.
definitely.
She was more always to the light. Then she was conflicted at the end, where I thought she was going to go over to Palpatine and kill him to save her friends.
Yeah.
That's right.
But when he came back and saved her, I was like, I didn't even realize when she woke up that she would kiss him. I was like,
My
oh
God,
my God,
that's
that's
what
I
a
could tell,
shocker.
like,
I was
after
surprised.
he went over and, like, pulled her into his lap, I kind of felt like, okay, I could tell he really does care, because now that he's actually Ben.
But I thought it was more like a brotherhood than a...
Yeah, maybe, yeah. And
Yeah,
then when they were
yeah.
staring at each other, I'm like, oh, maybe it will happen. I
Wow,
don't
she
know.
just went for it. Boom.
Yeah. So a lot of emotions happening
That's right.
there too,
My
because
gosh.
they both saved each other, kind of thing,
Yeah,
and they're
that
both
one was
Jedis
good.
now. And I really do like that moment. I thought that
Yeah,
was a
that
really
was good.
nice moment.
Yeah.
I was sad that Kylo Ren just joined the Force, that he passed. I
Yeah.
thought that kind of sucked, because I was hoping that they could stay bonded
No.
and actually, like, I don't know, just not take over, but just be Jedi and be
Yeah.
able to bring the Jedis back. And
I was surprised when Rey met up with everybody on the planet, and Finn and Poe went and hugged her. So it was almost like, okay, we're all friends. I thought Finn would go for Rey, and
Yeah.
Poe would be on the side and go with his friend, you know?
yeah,
I was like, that's...
you know.
So it was
I
almost like a
kinda
mutual
wanted-
friendship
Yeah,
then.
it looks like
Yeah,
it,
because
yeah.
I know, and I think there's more there, and I'm kind of like not satisfied, because Finn had something to say to her, and then Poe joked about it a couple times, saying like, "What were you gonna say?" And then
that's
they
right.
never actually explained what was he gonna say. And of course we
right.
know,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I love you. Oh, I care for you. I just want to let you know that," or something, or maybe it wasn't that. But now they left that open, and they did
Continue.
hug, like, okay, yes, they are family, and
Yeah.
in a way, I am actually. At first, I wasn't okay with it, but now thinking about it, I'm like, okay, well, she did kiss Kylo Ren, and everything at the end was a few minutes apart from each other watching, so I'm like, it would be kind of awkward for her to have this moment with Kylo Ren and then all of a sudden making out with Finn. So,
Right, because she's
yeah.
not like that. Yeah.
yeah, so I thought, well, maybe that was a little bit too awkward, but I really wanted that, but that's okay.
Because, you know,
But-
maybe he didn't, maybe Ben disappeared because he doesn't have any force anymore. You know, he is.
Yeah, because she
Yeah.
died, so in order to bring her back,
Right, and he
had to
didn't
use all
have
his...
any, yeah.
life
So
force
maybe
left.
that's why he
Yeah.
just disintegrated.
That's right.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, because she had healing powers. She had never brought anyone back from the dead before, and when she would use her healing power, she said it was part of her life force would go with it. So to bring someone's full life back, I think he had to take his own life to do that.
Okay.
I think that's my understanding
yes,
of it.
that
But,
makes sense. That
but
makes
bringing
more sense.
Palpatine back, I know he's like the ultimate bad guy, the dark side, the Sith,
Yeah.
you know. But I was like, how did he even come back? They never explained how he came back to be, you know? Like,
Right. He must have been, like Leia was
He's
saying,
just so
he was in the
strong.
shadows. He was always in the shadows of different.
yeah, you just could never kill him. Every time we're
Sneaky
like,
guy.
yes, nope, here he is again. But to have those lightning powers, and Kim said something, because we take breaks during the movies and shows that we watch, because like they're long, our camera battery dies sometimes, and sometimes we just need like a quick 1 minute break or something. But Kim was mentioning during one of her breaks, she goes, I wonder if Rey is related to Palpatine because of the lightning or something and how strong she is. And I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, just because she could do lightning, it might just be a super powerful thing. And because she's struggling with dark and light, and it's kind of like a dark power. Well, that kind of Palpatine, that's the only one we really saw do the lightning. And I think Dooku also did lightning at one point in the movies or something. But yeah, like I know it's like a Sith thing, but I'm like, she's conflicted too. Like she is good, but she's scared of this power that she has, and she's been having these visions and whatnot, and she has anger in her. So I'm like, well, maybe because she does have so much power in part light and dark, maybe the lightning came from that. But you were right; it was totally because she was a descendant of
Unfortunately, I didn't want her
Palpatine.
to be related to him, but
So that was off camera in between. I think early on in the movie we were talking about that right after the whole thing with Chewie, which I was really. I've been saying that a lot in this movie. I kept saying "wow" and "I'm mad" and "no way," "I'm in denial." Like those are the things I kept hearing myself say because I'm like, no way, they just killed Chewie off just like that. And I know it was a test. And to see her do that, like, that was so sad because she was so emotional about
she
losing
felt
Chewie,
so bad. She didn't realize that she could do that much.
Yeah, and I didn't I was so upset, but I didn't cry or anything because I'm like, they can't kill Chewie too because, okay, we already lost Han. I had a feeling we were going to lose Leia in this one because, you know, again, love Carrie Fisher so much, but the fact that she passed, you know, like, I was like, how much can they really do with her in this movie? So I thought maybe they would, you know, make her pass. But I was kind of hoping to see her with Han. I know they weren't really together when they were alive, you know, but they still loved each other, so I was kind of hoping they'd have that. But I love seeing Luke and Leia together, and
that was
very good.
Luke was great. She got his ship back.
Yes, she did.
I love seeing his ship back.
Yeah.
His X-wing or whatever.
Yep.
I love seeing that back, and that really brought back good memories. And again, I'm sure for you guys too, like seeing that was actually pretty cool because we are newer to Star Wars the last couple of years, and I know there's a lot of people who hate this movie and a lot of people who love this movie. I did hear that before, and I didn't want to tell you guys that because, you know, I want you to go in just having your own opinion. And I really didn't know anything about this, and I tried to stay away from any kind of spoilers. And I really did enjoy it as a movie as a whole. I know the lore, they probably completely messed it up or changed it in a lot of ways. And my nephews are really into the Sith lore, you know, so I'm sure, I don't know, they're great kids, but I know, like, they really like the idea of the Sith. And I don't know, because I'm sure they probably ruined a lot of stuff there where maybe the Sith weren't completely destroyed in the books or whatever histories that are out there for Star Wars. And the characters were probably completely changed. And I heard that Luke originally had kids, and Han and Leia had a lot of kids, not just one. So they changed that for the movies. So I know people were upset about that. And I'm sure you guys are going to tell us in the comments too, like anything else. I'm sure there's a ton of things that are completely different.
Yeah, that we probably didn't even recognize.
That's right.
Yeah. Those guys in the red helmets, I couldn't get over that. Like, what's with that?
That's right.
I get, like, people can look different, but that was so out of place to me. That
It was almost like
jokes.
it's almost like Kylo Ren was trying to start a new line. Okay, I have my red streak, so we're going to start merging over to
I
red.
know, and I was kind of silly. Like, I love the
Devil.
movie, but I was kind of getting goofy, drinking coffee and whatnot, and it makes me a little jittery. So I was going to start joking and be like, hey, yeah, your helmet's a little, it's still hot, so you better, like, wait till it cools off. Because it looked like it was still welded hot.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm making a statement here because I have cracks in my helmet. You must always be reminded I have cracks in my helmet. And yeah, just having the bright red with the black, it just seemed very tacky. And I was like, ooh, fashion statement. But how crazy was it that fleet, like all those ships had the freaking Death Star ray on there?
That's right.
Yeah.
They can
That would have been horrible to kill everybody. And, like, just like that. Death Star was so fast, and that one, like, no problem, just so fast. And
Yeah.
I'm glad they were able to destroy the guns pretty quick,
Yeah.
though. Like, I thought because how powerful they were, maybe
Yeah.
it'd be hard to get to them or something, but...
I was surprised that the general was the informant, that he was the spy.
Yes! Hux, like, that was a big
That's
shock,
right,
and I know
that
he's a
got
big character, and he was always so evil and, like, conniving and, like, against Kylo Ren, and he always wanted him to lose, but I was kind of rooting for him. I'm glad he said that to Rey, though, where he's like, well, I don't care who wins, I just want Kylo Ren to lose.
That's
And I'm like,
right.
okay, well, that
Yes,
does sound a little bit more like him, so... But then he just died right afterwards, because that other general...
Yeah, they knew, they caught on. Pride said no.
Just like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
I like how Pride died because when he was slow motion running to that window, I thought he was gonna like lean on it and go or something angry, and no, you get a side view of him going pew like right out. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
eject.
and it just blew up.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
gosh,
crazy.
wow.
But the special effects in these movies are always really good, and it's amazing. Again, I love the first few movies, like 4, 5, and 6. Like, of course, the originals are always great, and then seeing now compared. Again, there is no comparison because the technology was just so different now and then. But, like, I love how clear and crisp everything is, and it just looks so real.
Yeah.
And I love how they still had a mix of almost animatronic. And it was kind of hard to tell sometimes because with technology nowadays, it's almost seamless. I mean, I know you can find flaws, but... I don't like it when we try to make it more about that, though, because people working on these films like work so hard and they're so talented to make these characters as believable as possible that if you're nitpicking every like, oh well, that looked a little fake to me, it kind of ruins it. And it's like it's negative, you know. But
It
being
all
an
looks
artist,
good to me.
yeah, being an artist, I like the blend where sometimes it was hard to tell, like if it was all just computer generated or if it was like puppetry or animatronic. And I love that though when they bring that back from the originals.
I like the scene where she was going to the Death Star, the ocean, the huge waves, and then she's
I
on
love that. It's so
skimmer.
scary, and I love like the imagination in this. All the different planets, we can relate to them with Earth, but then they're so violent and just very surreal in their own way. And going really quick to the Death Star, I thought that was a cool idea. I love like a good treasure hunt or, mystery, and you go on this adventure and, it's all like unknown stuff that you have to go figure out on your own. And so I love that idea in this movie. Yeah. But when she had the sword or the dagger and she opens up the hilt and has that big curved thing, okay, so it's showing that went back way before. I don't know, maybe it was after because this is like a lot of years in between, so maybe it was afterwards because I'm like, how would they know? I know they can predict things, but to have the exact shape of the Death Star in ruins, oh, there we go, exactly right there. But I guess that sword possibly was made after the Death Star fell because then it killed her parents, and, so maybe it was afterwards. So that would make more sense to me. But if it was just a vision or someone knew that this is exactly where it's going to be, then before it even happens.
Right.
That was kind of pushing it. Although we do see a lot of crazy things in this. With
and how is it going to land right in that exact location to make it look just like that?
Yeah, the exact shape and everything.
And all the pieces, certain pieces missing from the ship to be perfect to...
I love the idea that they had 2 of those triangle things to find the Sith.
Yeah.
And like the Sith planet, and I love how like
compass.
I kept saying the GPS before, but like but it was cool how of course like Kylo Ren breaks one and we're like, oh come on, really? But it was cool that Rey could actually use his.
Exactly.
I do like the turmoil between her and Kylo Ren, though. I love how it was hard, and you could kind of feel like, oh, she could go either way, or he could go either way, and it kept doing that. And I do like that back and forth, and how strong they were with the Force, and we saw that last time, too, where they kind of would end up in the other person's area. Like, whether, like on a planet, on the ship, and then all of a sudden now in this one, they're physical, like they're actually pulling things off of each other and actually fighting with each other.
Right. And when they were fighting, when she was in his domain, they were fighting and she was with Darth Vader's helmet.
Yeah, on his ship.
On his ship. Yeah. When she was in there, but she was mostly in his environment because you saw his realm.
Yeah.
And then only until she hit Darth Vader's helmet where he found out where she was.
Yeah.
So she was more in his way.
I like how, and I like how it wasn't so easy for him to find her. Like, he had to see something in that area. Although I was very impressed with the necklace on how exact he knew. Yeah, like how he grabbed it, but how his research team, whatever, knew right away, like, oh, this is from this planet. Because everyone reacted so fast. And again, like, so many people are connected throughout the universe here. But to have, like, communication that fast, and I know they have people there, But it's just crazy to be like, oh crap, we gotta move right now because
Yes, it's at the
people
festival.
are coming within a few seconds, you know, and especially like running to your ship. How fast was that, you know? But overall, it was a fun movie. I really did like it. I am sad about the Luke Skywalker thing, or just the Skywalker thing in general.
Yeah.
I don't like Leia dying. I understand why they did it. Luke too from last movie, I was still mad about that. Han Solo, like getting rid of the original team, and I know for reasons they're older, they're moving on from that, but I just wanted better for them. I really wanted better for them, but they really did their best, and you know,
and ultimately they did. I mean, Ben came back.
I was going to say that again.
Ultimately,
so that was nice. I'm really glad that
good,
Kylo Ren turned good, and I'm not happy that now he is part of the Force only at a physical form.
Yeah,
that was really sad. But
for this evil to stop, it had to.
Yeah, it had to be.
I'm glad Rey's alive though, because I was shocked. I'm like, oh my god, they are going to kill her off. So I thought Kylo Ren was going to be Rise of Skywalker. I really thought that they were going to
because I said that to you.
Make him the good guy, the Last Jedi at this point. And then, jokingly, when Finn said he had a feeling at the end, I'm like, well, maybe they'll make him a Jedi now. Why not? You know, because he's like, I had a feeling. But you can have a feeling, too.
Yeah,
because
the King's co-general, might as well.
May the Force be with you, you know? But I do love the feeling of it. Like, it was so dreadful for a while. And I love that Sith planet. Like, as evil as that was with, like, the lightning going around. What was it called? The Exegol? Something like that.
Exegol.
Exegol. So evil. And for some reason, I don't know why, the pyramid thing, like the thing they were walking through, the big stone type building, and how creepy it was, like how it was just like hovering above and just sneak underneath them and following you. It looks familiar to me. And no, it's not me having like, you know, Force visions or anything. But I don't know, because my nephews, when they were little, they used to come over and watch Clone Wars. But I never watched it with them, so I'm kind of wondering if there was any reference to that. Because that's the only thing, because where else would I see that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. And I, honestly, because I never sat and really watched TV, but they would love to watch it now and again. So I'm curious now. I want to know more. So hopefully we'll find out more watching the Clone Wars. We'll see. And yeah, so I really like the battle scene at the end. And I love it when all hope is lost and then you have the whole entourage coming in like, woo!
Oh, that was fantastic. Their friends came together.
Yeah, and everything seems doomed because everything starts falling after Palpatine does his lightning magic. And then it's like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, that was actually cool. I really like that. It's like, okay, good. It's like not everyone just died right
And the music is always in sync with the good and the bad.
That's right.
I thought the music was beautiful, and I love how they keep bringing the original themes back, but they change it up a little bit. And sometimes, I don't know if you guys notice or not, especially in our full reactions, I sometimes tap my earbuds when I recognize a song that they change up, or if it is the same. And or certain sound effects, but I do love the music so much. It was so beautiful and so exciting, and it's fun because you can tell in a lot of things that we watch it does this, but where it starts to turn evil or starts to turn good, like, okay, well, this is a good scene because the music is good.
Right.
So kind of spoils it in that way too, because you don't know how to take a scene sometimes, and that really helps you go like, okay, well, this is a good scene. And BB-8, and then the other droid was Q. I'm glad they brought like a poor abused droid. Yeah. So there's so many things I want to say about this, but like I wish I wrote things down as we went, because now I'm like, oh crap, what did I want to say? I'm really curious what you guys have to say about this. I really want to know, because I know you all are going to have very different opinions, but please be respectful to each other, because I know some people get really like nasty when it comes to fandoms. We always try to keep it fun, and we want to learn from what you guys have to say. So if it's nasty, I'm going to have to delete it. I won't be able to really read it. And I want to learn from you guys, because I know you guys are really awesome, like super fans and know the whole lore and everything. And you guys have been nice to actually explain things to me on Patreon as well. But I have not been spoiled by this. We did have a couple friends on Patreon actually say like, oh, I didn't tell you that, but like, oh, there's a fun surprise in it. And I'm like, well, don't tell me anything else. I don't want to know. But it didn't actually spoil anything for me, because I didn't know what the surprise was. And I really thought, actually, I did already think this, but I was thinking the surprise would be that she was actually Luke's daughter. I think that's what I was kind of like leaning towards, but I already thought that before that, so it didn't really change my mind or anything.
I liked it.
I liked it too. A lot of the aliens actually resemble different animals.
They do, yeah.
I love how closely related they are. Like, I love how the horse, weird-looking animals with the tusks, those are really cool. And it's like old war, you know, riding on a spaceship. So I like that idea.
I like that serpent that she healed.
Oh, that's
That
right.
was cool.
Whatever
I was
it
hoping
was.
that would come back. It was good because we were able to see her healing powers, but I was hoping that thing would come back and be like, ha ha ha, I'm going to help you now. But then that would be kind of cheesy too because we don't know how intelligent this creature is. Of course, it understands like, oh, you helped me
Maybe
out.
in the
Okay.
water.
Yeah.
Oh, come on,
And it did help her,
Renee.
you know, go back to the surface.
Yes.
It opened up a little tunnel.
That was
for
really
them to go up.
interesting.
That
Mhm.
was.
It's like, oh, I was just blocking it the whole
Yeah.
time, just like a thin layer.
Just
But-
that sand was interesting. That's
Yeah.
that quick.
I was
Like
kind of
quicksand.
hoping that somehow Baby Yoda would be in this, because how
Yeah,
old would Baby Yoda be at this point, you know? I mean, I'm sure he would still be really young, because, you know, he doesn't, 50 years old, he's so
Right.
little. I thought maybe something like that would happen, we would just see a glimpse of Baby Yoda,
Yeah,
but then with The
something from The
Mandalorian,
Mandalorian.
that show is still going, so
Right.
that could also spoil something,
that's
like, oh
right,
yeah, he does
that's right.
survive, and... But that would have been kind of cool to see. I was
Yeah.
hoping they would kind of mix things together. But yeah, so very good movie. And anything else you want us to talk about, please let us know. We're still watching the Clone Wars, so maybe we'll talk about more of this and that and go from there. I'm glad Chewie
Yeah.
survived at the
Yes, me
end.
too.
I do have to say, one very emotional part for me was, of course, when Leia died, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, but I kind of accepted that already, and
Yeah.
as sad as it was.
But
But
Chewie-
right when Chewie, started getting emotional, because he lost so many loved ones at
Oh,
this
yeah,
point. He's
so
250
sad.
years old, you know?
And he went down
Like, he
to his
lost so
knees.
much, and he has so much
Oh,
history with
yeah.
these people. And for when he started losing it, that's when I lost it. I'm like,
I did
oh,
too.
so that was such a
Yeah,
great
sad.
scene. It was so well done.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That was
That's
great.
sad.
Yeah, they were gonna start crying again. I'm like, oh, Mom, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But yeah, so that scene was very heartfelt, very good, and I'm glad that Poe is also a really good leader. He took on a
Yes.
big responsibility.
That's
and
right.
he did well.
He's general now.
When he
Wow.
started to talk to
Acting
everyone,
general.
when he felt like everyone was defeated, and he started saying, "I'm sorry," and I get it, but I'm like, don't tell them that. You gotta
Yeah,
still stay
that's right.
strong,
Strong,
because either way, if you're gonna die, like, it's gonna suck to be like, we regret everything. It's always,
Oh
we
my
regret
God.
nothing.
That's
right.
And this is them going
Thank
down.
God Lando came.
Yeah,
Yes,
and everybody
thank
else,
God.
yeah, all the people.
We
So that
got-
was pretty
we
cool.
got-
Like, they don't have an
yeah,
army.
that's
Well, it's
right.
all the people that you've been
That's
messing
right.
with and hurting their families and destroying planets. And yeah,
that
so
was the
overall,
people.
I did like it. And I know everyone's going to have strong opinions about that. The whole Palpatine thing was kind of questionable to me. But he is a really cool bad guy. He's very freaky and stuff. And
He is freaky.
it was exciting. It had funny
adventurous.
parts. And it has
Like the
everything
friends
I like in a
together,
movie.
That's right.
You know, the teamwork and
Mhm.
new friends helping and for, you know, the greater good. So I like that
Right.
storyline.
All out favorite character.
Ray, of course.
Mhm.
Finn.
Mm-hmm. I'm still thinking. I'm going to say the same, I think. I'm going
I
to say
think-
Ray and Finn. And Kylo Ren.
Yes.
He won me over at
yeah,
the end. Like, I
yeah,
do
they did.
love his character, but I was kind of like, I'm not quite sure where you're
Yeah.
going. And then with all the conflict, and I got really mad at him, really, because he killed his
Yeah.
father, and I know he felt regretful because of it, but I was still mad at him. But I would say Kylo Ren's probably my
Yeah.
second or third, too.
And then Leia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna start listening to them too, because I
Yeah, keep
love the
going
old
down
school.
and-
Luke,
yeah.
Leia, Han Solo,
Yes,
definitely
Han
my
Solo, yes.
favorites. They're
That's
my
right.
favorites first. But in this movie, I'm gonna say Ray and Kylo Ren,
Yeah.
then Finn. As much as I love Finn.
Yeah, you know, I think
Like
that's
that.
the same with me.
Mhm.
I liked Kylo Ren at the end. I think
Yeah.
he realized how much he lost spiritually with his father. I think he didn't want that for Rey.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he really turned, you know,
Yeah.
turned over.
I love how strong they both were. Well, or are, I guess, in Ray's case, but I love how strong they were together. And I love how they were, like, pretty much equals, but Rey was a bit stronger. Kylo Ren didn't seem to be bothered. Like, he was disturbed when he wanted his own thing and he was only in the dark side because he didn't want to be overpowered. But I just felt like he was totally fine with that, and with him saving her because he cared for her, you know, and her being more powerful. I just thought that was a nice scene, you know, like... It doesn't matter. They're pretty much right there, but it doesn't matter if one's stronger than the other. I don't know. I just thought that was nice. I just thought that was, like, nice that they didn't have to make it, like, an equal thing. And then she even saved him, and then he saved her. Like, I thought that idea was great. But, yeah. So, overall, I think it was a good movie.
Yeah,
So,
that's good.
Very good.
please let us know what you think. I hope you all are staying healthy. We wish you
Yes,
all the
please.
best. Please wash your hands. We love you guys. So
Stay
thank
safe.
you. Yes,
Yeah.
please stay safe. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thumbs up.
Kyber crystals. I just like saying that. I'm gonna name a cat Kyber.